Welcome to this Simple Solutions FM video tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll talk about the second step in the process of importing an AutoCAD drawing into Evolve FM. The second step is to publish the DWF file needed for Evolve. So again, let's go to AutoCAD. In the first step, we tagged all of our polylines for Evolve after we ran the audit to make sure they were error-free. The next step is we have to publish this drawing out to an attributed DWF file. So to do that, we're going to turn on all the layers that we want to see in Evolve when the file goes in. So to do that, I've created an Evolve layer state. That way it's easier for me to turn on all the necessary layers and to make sure that I don't forget to turn on any. In this case, I'm also turning on the gross square footage polyline. For those of you who are importing the floor area, make sure that your gross square foot polyline is turned on as well, along with your space polyline. Text ID is optional. I like to bring it in so I can verify the AutoCAD number versus the Evolve number if need be, but it's not necessary since the tag is actually on the space polyline. So once you have your layer state on, we can create the layout for Evolve. Some people publish from the model. We'll discuss that after we create a layout. But let's first go to the layout. I'm going to double click on this name and call it Evolve. I'm going to remove this layout here. And now I'm going to right click on my Evolve tab here and say to create the page setup manager. Notice it's automatically selects Evolve. I'll click modify. I'm going to change the plot style to monochrome so it publishes in black and white. The printer plotter, it has to be the DWF 6 ePlot PC3. As far as the paper size, we want to make this as large as possible, so we can choose from, I like the ANSI side. If it were a square type of drawing, you would choose the E size. That fits best on a square floor plan. The D size fits best on a rectangular. So let's take a look at the we'll use the D size to begin with. So we'll click OK and click Close. Now, layer properties, I'm going to create a new layer, and I'm going to call this Evolve Viewport. I like to make mine blue. It can be any color, of course. The important thing is make sure it's set to no plot. And I'm going to make that the current layer. So now I'll come back to my layout here. Up on my ribbon, I'll click Layout and set my viewport as rectangular. Notice down here, the default is Fit, which is what I want to use, so I could just press Enter, and it fits inside the viewport window to extends. You can also use a Windows selection as well. In this case, extends fits properly. Next, if I come and right click on Evolve again and go to Page Setup Manager, Modify, I always recommend that you do a preview so you can see exactly what the DWF or the file will look like when it's brought into Evolve. You want to make sure it takes up as much of the white space as possible. Again, the rectangular drawings work better with the D size, and square drawings work better with the e-size. So those really are your two, should be your only two choices, either E or D size paper. All right, so we can exit out of that and click OK and close. Now you notice when I come over here to the Publish Attributed DWF tool, it's located on my Simple FM Tools palette on the FM Tag tab. If I click here, the previous layout is listed, layout 1. That's because it doesn't update, AutoCAD doesn't update this unless the file is closed. We'll click yes to save it and then reopened. Once we reopen it, now we're on that layout tab, and you can see that it's selected as the default tab here, and we can use the Publish Attributed DWF button here, and that's going to put the DWF where the AutoCAD drawing is located. You always want to make sure that you get this plot publish job complete with no errors. Once the DWF is published, I always recommend coming to the file itself. If you have the DWF reader on your system, you can double click the DWF file and it'll open it up in AutoCAD Design Review. This AutoCAD Design Review can be downloaded free from the AutoCAD website. So here is the tag DWF. You notice if we hover over any of these polylines, we see that same tag that we put on the polyline during step 1. So we could see the entity handle, the object type, the data type, the number of the room, and the square footage. And if you're using a floor polyline, you can hover over the outline and see that polyline tag as well. So I like to open up the DWF file before I import it and make sure I do see all of my tags. Because if you don't have tags on the drawing, all you're going to get in Evolve is the graphics and no data. For those of you who publish from the model, this is okay. The paper space can have a faster redraw time in Evolve than the model. The model carries a lot of extra stuff with it. But again, you right click on the model tab, go to Page Setup Manager. In this case, we're modifying the model. Again, the same selections. We're going to do monochrome. We're going to select the DW6 ePlot PC3. We'll select either a D size or an E size depending on the shape of your floor plan. Again, we're choosing D here because it's best fits a rectangular plan, and we're plotting the extents. This is where you could also do a window, and then center the plot, fit to paper, and always preview. That looks good. Click OK, click close, and in this case you want to select the model and just publish that as well. I'm naming it the same thing, so it's going to overwrite that, my first one, which I'm just going to cancel for now. And that is how you publish a DWF file for Evolve FM. In our next video, we'll talk about how to import this DWF into the Evolve FM application. So this concludes this tutorial, and for more information about the process of importing drawings into Evolve FM, please visit or view our corresponding tutorials. And for more information about Simple Solutions FM, please visit our website at www.simplesolutionsfm.com. Thank you for watching.